Howdy folks, it's Turtle here and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Today we complete the Greenland exploration bush trip. It's been a long time in the running. We've had several long legs. Actually, all of these have been pretty long legs. I think I consider everything over 35 minutes to be a long leg. So 6 long legs. We can do it. We're almost done. This is going to be an easy one compared to what we've been doing. I don't know why I'm wasting time talking. Let's get going. Wow, they dumped us in a snowbank. That's fine. It's supposed to be a snowy trip, but because of icing, we have to turn it off because we don't have icing in the plane. Although, like I've said in all the other legs, if there's icing in the plane, you can leave a comment, but it's too late because I recorded this a while ago. What do you always tell me? I don't think there's icing in this plane, though. Anywho, here we go. We came from that direction, and we're going to head, oh dear, literally into the storm. And we're just going to fly down there for 45 minutes and land. That's as simple as it is. So let's stop wasting time and let's get going here. Do we have our fuel? Is on. Great. Let's repair and refuel. Even though we have plenty. Master switch is on. Boost is on. Let's start this thing up. And as we're doing that, let's get the beacon on. Because that's the safe thing to do. And let's get all the other lights on anyway. Just because we're going to taxi onto the runway in like a second or two. And we want that on battery, not on external power. And is that running? It is. We can turn off the boost. Please. Turn off the starter. And turn on the radio master. And there you go. We're going to read about the POIs in a minute. It's 20 nautical miles, so the first one, wherever that'll be. A lot of water. That's okay. Alrighty, we've already talked about how to fly, where to fly, how to navigate. We're just going to keep on going here. Hit D to make sure that compass is aligned, and it wasn't, so good thing I did B for barometer. I think it's already set. And I think we're good. So, let's read about where we're going. We're going to our final destination, Bravo Golf Hotel. First of all, first POI 10 minutes away. At this place, set a course and pass over a series of small islands and large fjord openings. Gain a visual on a small village, Ikersek. And on a peninsula bounded by the North Fjord and south by another fjord, gain a visual on the Trinity Peninsula. And so on and so on. You can read about that if you want to. So we're looking for a small village 10 miles out. Okay. Easy enough. Let's do that together. We'll do each thing together for this bush trip. Sometimes I read about them all, then just give you them in sightseeing. Other times we read about them as we go. So here we go. I think there's an uncontrolled tower here. There is. Let's take off. I don't know. 34 because it's in front of us. Announce takeoff to the south.
Bravo Golf Mike Quebec traffic Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 taking off runway tree for departure to the south.
Alrighty. Ooh, skis must be down because they're working. We don't want skis on takeoff though. But I do have flaps down. All lights are on. Everything's ready to go. We'll take off and do an immediate U-turn. So if I do skis up, do skis actually do anything? I think skis are already up, to be honest, because I don't see them moving. Yeah, skis did not move. Alrighty. Here we go. Let's spool this thing up. Act like we don't have much runway, even though we do. And away we go. Here we go. Let's get in the center, though. That'd be kind of nice. Yep. Alrighty. There we go. And it wants some ground loop. I won't let it. There we go. Tail popped up. Wires are lights in the middle. That's the Pappy, apparently. Brakes to stop the wheels. Confirm skis are up, although we wouldn't be able to take off if they weren't. Flaps coming in. No autopilot, so we have to hand fly, which is fine. It's just when you've been hand flying for 9 hours over the course of, well, I guess I did the first 6 hours, 6.5 hours in one sitting. More than that, 7, because the second sitting has just been 2 legs, 1 hour and 42. Yeah, so I've done, it was like 6 or 7 hours in one sitting that I did, which was awesome. But then I took a week off, and now we're here. So there you go. Can't even see anything. Oof. Let's try to stay away from this for icing, but we're already off track. So anyway, here we go. We're gonna climb a little bit. I don't know how high we're gonna climb. We don't really need to climb that high. Maybe 5,000 feet, like last time. But anyway, we're gonna hit some icing because it's snowy and cold and That's what happens when you fly through snowy cold clouds, is you get icing. And like I said, I don't see any icing in this plane, anti-ice, so that means we're kind of screwed. And the other thing is that we can't see anything, so what fun is that? So as soon as I start detecting icing on the windows, we will change the clouds again. Which is a bummer. It's nice to see the snow, but this plane's not equipped to fly through snowstorm. Not realistic. You would not fly this in a snowstorm. There's nothing below us, and we're already at 2,500 feet, so let's move over towards our track a little bit. If you want to see the track, it's on the VFR map. There was our airport, and the track is just over water. A little bit of terrain, maybe, because they want us to see something here, so we'll follow that. And then, yeah, they want us to see something there, so we'll follow that too. So instead of flying along the coast, which I was going to do originally like this, we might follow this a little bit. Just to see what they want us to see, and then we land, and then we're done. Alright, let's pay attention though, turtle. Where are we at? We're at 2,000 feet only. Let's climb, climb, climb. And we're still not where they want us to be. Oh, we're getting there though. It's moving. Our rectangle is moving, so we'll, oh, there's the icing. There's the icing, so let's take the... Oh yeah, look at that. Up here too. Crazy, crazy icing. Well, wait, maybe... Whoa, okay. Lower them a little bit? Like 6,000 maybe? There we go. We just have to stay below 5,500 feet. There we go. I didn't mean to do it that way, but that's how we did it. We're climbing great. What else are we doing? Oh, we passed our track, so I was playing with the weather. Alrighty, so what are we at? 18 miles before our first thing, which is the village. So I'm going to try to get this airplane under control. Give you a little bit of sightseeing. I assume you know what I'm talking about. If you've come to the last leg of a bush trip, then I don't need to repeat why and how I do the things I do and why I do them. You already know. So I want to get this plane under control, back on track, and then give a little bit of sightseeing. We'll look for that village. And then after the village, we'll read about the next best thing. .4 nautical miles away, which is like right under our nose. So when it gets to about 0, we will look for it outside. There's a little village. Read about the next thing. I got a little bit off the track here because I was trying to set up more sightseeing than I gave you, and I just couldn't do it with the plane going all over the place and kept climbing on me. So we're 1,500 feet higher than I want to be. Although that being said, I think that's a good mistake. There are no mistakes. They're happy accidents. Alrighty, now that I see the train in front of us, let's actually not go down. Let's stay around 6,000 feet. I can trim down though. That'll give us a little bit more speed. Trim down plus throttle. Alrighty, so 4.9. And we're over our track now, so let's head back to the correct heading. And we'll see where this village is. Ooh, I like the rocky peninsula thing underneath us. Going into the rocky areas and some snow. At least by touching the clouds instead of changing the preset. I gotta keep the snow this time because some of the other legs we got rid of the snow in accident. Where are we? 3.1. So it's one of these little tiny things below us. I have to see where it is at 0 here. Oh, look at the little pond. Actually, that's probably a pretty good sized lake. 2 of them above the... Oh, we're still climbing, aren't we? Top of the mountain, 1.7. So the village is down in there somewhere. I don't really see it, but there's something going on down there. So there you go. Pause it and blow it up if you want to, but we're going to head back and read about what's next. Alrighty, so we'll be turning here in just a moment, and for 5 whole minutes we're going to fly over an island, and then pass over open water, sight a large island with a group of smaller islands, skirt the western edge of the large island, and gain a visual on the island on the western midsection of the group. Napasak is located on the southern end of this island. Alright, cool. So we're going to fly for 5 minutes and look for some islands. So what do we need to do? We need to turn a lot. 223 plus more to catch up. Should have been paying more attention. Anyway, there we go. We get to circle that other island. And look at the sun over the mountains. Oh, keep going at 188. We gotta get to 223 plus a bunch more to stay on track. And our throttle's a tad. I don't want to keep climbing here. So there we go. 223 and some change. And we'll slowly get back on track, and then I'll turn back to 223. Super simple. I remember when I started learning this little bar was so intimidating. I would just zoom in super close and stay on the GPS line because this was so intimidating. Now it's so easy, I just forget what I'm doing, I just do it. We might as well enjoy the other islands along the way, right? And the sun coming down, hopefully the sun is still in the sky when we land. That'd be a bummer if it got dark. There you go. Very, very cool. I'll say very cold because it looks cold, but it's cool too. Alrighty, getting closer. We'll turn back to 223 in just a moment here. If you want to view this entire island, here we go. There it is. It's huge. I'm using my trim wheel for 2 clicks, and now the like to trim down 2 clicks to speed up, and now the airplane's just bouncing everywhere. Instead of speeding up, it nosed up. Now it's nosing down a little. Speed has not changed. Well, time to turn to 223 though. We just crossed our path, and that'll get us lined up with the place I can't pronounce. Whoa, pull back more. Whenever you turn, you have to pull back. I didn't pull back enough. You have to pull back a lot in this airplane, I noticed. Now we're way beyond 223. Another time to check our compass. There we go, moved a little bit. Get back on the line. 3 nautical miles. So let's see. It's going to be one of these islands out here, obviously. I mean, that's what it said, right? And then we'll have a look at that when we get closer. And I've been trimming down so much, we have not gained speed. At all. I can nose down and then trim to not have to hold on to the yoke like you normally would. But in this case, I'm just trying to do a little bit of time. Now it's going. Only took like 7 clicks. Alright, 1.5 nautical miles, and we're right above it. Let's get the drone fixed. There you go. If you know what you're looking for, it's in there somewhere. I'm not totally sure what we're looking for, but it's there somewhere. And this drone really likes tippy-turny, doesn't it? Okay, here we go. Next best thing. Let's get ready for that to change. And get ready to go to 187, so sharp to the left any second now. Adam Mink. Fly over the place that we just flew over and turn. Oh, there we go. Turn 187 and fly over the northern tip of Talaruluk Island, which is elongated in the shape and oriented northeast to southwest. Alrighty, cool. Fly just over the oval-shaped place island and gain a visual on another peninsula. I'm trying to look at our GPS as well. I'm going to go a little past 187. There you go. That's good right there. Fly along its western shore inside a secondary peninsula, extending to the southwest of the main Takusap Nuna Peninsula. Atemik is located at the southern end of this secondary peninsula. Thank you for not making me say it again. Only 14 nautical miles, so no sightseeing with this one, just me talking here and there as we get closer to a peninsula, and then we'll read about our final landing after this peninsula of peninsulas of peninsulas. So y'all know I like islands, tiny islands, because then like you know if there are big animals on it before you get there type thing. But these have nothing on them at all. So at least, you know, islands in the forest in the middle of the lake or something. That'd be cool. But anyway, I think we're actually headed right there. Probably. That's my guess. But, one thing at a time. 12 nautical miles till we get to Peninsula of the Peninsula. I don't really make anything out, even though we're on track. 12 nautical miles, is it that one? Or is it this one? Or is it that one? I'm really bad at judging distance from the air. Like you hear these pilots that don't have glass cockpits be like, oh yeah, I'm 12 and a half miles away. I'm like, how do you know that unless you fly it all the time and you have landmarks? Because I don't know. I mean, are we 1 mile from here to there? Or is this 5 miles from here to there? Who knows? I just know we're 10 miles from our final or from our waypoint, and 23 minutes from our final destination. That's exciting. I guess we can look around with the drone. The airplane is pretty stable right now. Sun is in that little level of clouds. That's a beautiful shot. That's pretty amazing. And so I need a screenshot for this lake, don't I? Looking good. Looking good. Problem is I'm not controlling the airplane right now, so let's see what happened. Well, we didn't get too far out of control. We just have to move over a little bit. And our speed and altitude are still good. We won't go much lower than this, though. I kind of wanted to stay around 5,000, so let's give a little more throttle in so we stop coming down. I'm guessing our 6 nautical miles out is right here. That peninsula. That's what I'm guessing. I could be very wrong, but that's what I'm guessing. And I say that because I'm trying to figure out distance from the air when everything is so vast and gigantic. So cool, though, but I cannot guess or tell anything. I've heard that's what makes flying in Alaska so scary, with the snow and that there's like no contrast from like mountains and things. And you don't know if you're 100 yards or 5 miles from crashing into the side of a snow-capped mountain. So that's fascinating. But we're not in that situation now, but still. So yeah, it looks like this is our peninsula right here, because that's where it's going to be at 4.3 nautical miles. Alright, we're crossing over, so let's get our... Where am I going here? Let's use this. And let's look at this and we'll get this set up. And in the meantime, we will read about the next thing. So, let's see here. That's the final one, right? To the airport? Yep. Maintain a heading using the NDB, but we're going to use the GPS instead. Cross the opening of a large fjord where it enters the Labrador Sea, then cross over the northern edge of a broad peninsula. Gain a visual on a series of northeast, southwest trending lakes. And I'm trying to look at the GPS as well. And a peninsula, fly over them, then fly over another fjord, and then the longest fjords in Greenland. Nuuk, the capital of Greenland, is the most populous with 20,000 inhabitants. Does that mean humans and other animals, or just humans? Lies on the southern shore of the fjord. History of human presence dating back more than 2,000 years includes a colonization by Viking settlers. Of course it does. The modern city was established in early 1700s, and today more than 1/3 of all of the inhabitants live in Nuuk. Airport lies on the east side of the city, which would make sense, I think. No, I don't know. It just is on the east side of the city. Land there to bring this exploration to an end. But first, we're going to look at this big old peninsula we're supposed to be looking at. There it is. There's a peninsula. There we go. Pretty cool. Alrighty, let's regain control, and what do we want to do? 186, so pretty much where we already were. For 39 nautical miles. So now for this, we will have sightseeing. I'm going to rest my voice. I'm going to try to maintain current altitude and heading for the most part. And literally fly straight to the airport for like 18 minutes, it says. So, going to be a minute or two for you, 18 minutes for me. I'll see you there. 27 nautical miles out. So that brings the end of sightseeing, because when you're going to call the airport, let them know we are coming. And it's untowered, even though it's a big airport. Okay. 22 will probably be your best bet. Weather doesn't apply for this bush trip. Announce our position.
Bravo Golf Golf Hotel Traffic Turtle Soup Tango 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 4127 miles north, 4,600 feet inbound to land runway 22.
There we go, as long as we remember to announce everything else for the immersion. Otherwise, looking good. Everything looking fine. Just looking around, and I got a little off course when I was doing the last sightseeing segment, but that's okay. We're not that far off. We'll just have our final look-sees. We'll land just before sunset. Perfect. Whoops, now we're really losing control of everything here. That's fine, we need to go that way anyway. Alrighty, the airport is on the end of this big old... Oh. Is that the runway for the airport? There you go. Nice. Well, we know where the runway is now already. I don't think it's showing up on here though. Oh, it is, but it's... Yeah. So let's use the VFR map for a better view. It is going to be right here. So other side of this, a little bit of water, and bam. Almost fly straight in. So we want to be left. So what we're going to want to do is come over here, so we can fly straight in along the water. So let's mosey on over. It'll take us off course of this, but doesn't matter. We definitely don't want to lose any altitude though, or lose sight of that airport. But there you go. Does not look like a very nice place to live. Fun to visit, at least from the air. I'm not talking about the main city, I'm talking about way out here on these rocky islands and peninsulas. I just realized we're not landing a jet, because I was going to go way out here to land, but we're not in a jet. We're in a little STOL turboprop, so we can aim for the airport and then at the last second go left and then right onto the runway. I don't have to come way out here. Not sure what I was thinking. I normally don't fly big jets anyway, so kind of weird, but here we go. Looking good, Greenland. Looking good. Lots of cold water, though. I'm sure it's not very pleasant to skinny dip in. No way. I've enjoyed this bush trip. Turned out to be one of my favorites. I didn't mind hand flying for over 9 hours either. But that means these last 9 minutes feel like such an eternity. It's a long straightaway into the runway, flat land, where we're flying anyway, and doing this for like 9 hours and 2 sittings, you know, over 2 sittings, and hand flying everything. So you'd think those last couple of minutes would be fine, but nope, it feels like an eternity. Especially because I have to go get more water and I don't feel like it. I have a slightly smaller water bottle because it fits in my car cup holders better, but then I go through it way faster. 24 ounces, I can drink it all in one gulp. I thought it was 32, but there you go. Things you don't need to know, but now you do. Alright, Greenland, it was nice flying all around you, but we're gonna land our plane now before the sun sets. And from here on out, it's just our approach. Oh boy. Reset. Oh, there we go. Alright, here we go. We're a little bit closer than we think. 16 nautical miles. It's close enough. Let's announce our
Bravo
position.
Golf Golf Hotel Traffic Turtle Soup Tango 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 4116 miles north, 4,600 feet inbound to land runway 22.
Alright, let's descend to about 3,000 feet or so. So what you should do is just bring back throttles, right? And you'll hold your speed because of trim, but you'll come down because you've got throttles back. But in this plane it does different things. It's not all the same. So it knows down, but slow down first. And now it's going to hunt for our speed because of trim, but that means it's going to bounce around a lot. So it's not as smooth as it could be. In some situations it feels like it works backwards, but we'll see. Down to 3,500 or so. I wonder how high these hills are. Are they like 100 feet, 20 feet, 200 feet? I guess if we landed there we'd find out, huh? Anyway, confirm. Skis are up. We will get flaps down very soon. We're at 3,800 feet. Now I'm going to go down to 3,000. I'm going to blow through 3,500. As we get over this train, yeah, those hills have to be a couple hundred feet each, because look at them as we get closer. Plus it's rising as we go that way. Where are we at? 3,700. We want to come down faster than that now. So here we go. Let's aim for about 27 to 3,000. See, it's slowing down and coming down. It should stay the same speed. It's just it should descend faster if you bring back throttles, but this does some wonky stuff. That's okay. I like this plane. I've come to like this plane quite a bit. I was intimidated at first, but it's nothing to be intimidated about. Alright, 3,600, coming down to 3,500, or 2,500 I mean. So let's stay about like this until we see where we're landing, because you see it's kind of on a little plateau. So let's just stay like this. I'm adding throttle to level off. I'm not pointing up or anything. Pointing up would slow me down. Throttles will level you off. Pitch for speed, throttles for climb and descent. A little more throttle because we're still coming down. We're at 2,300, which is lower than I want it to be. You get too low, you lose sight of your airport. So I really wanted to be at 25 until I'm looking down the barrel of that runway. Speaking of which, the orientation seems to be really favoring a buzz along this hill here, so that's what we're going to do. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. I'm not worried about going too fast, because as soon as we get flaps deployed and bring back throttles, we can stop on a dime. Like, that happens a lot too, where you're like, oh, we're coming in hot, we'll level off to bleed off speed, and all of a sudden you're like, whoops, we're stalling within seconds or less. Okie dokie, here we go. I'm just looking around because I can. Ooh, look at those fjords where they come together. And airport's over here somewhere. It's behind the pillar. Where are you? There you are. Very nice. Is this 22? Yeah, this is 22, so let's announce final.
Bravo Golf Golf Hotel Traffic Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 is on final runway 22 to land.
Skis are confirmed up. Let's start slowing down. Pappy says we're too high, and that's because I wanted to make sure we cleared this hill without too much train turbulence. So yes, we are high. That's on purpose. We will be descending quickly, don't worry. About 5 miles out or so. Seems like a long 5 miles, but you know, get there quickly. You need to be ready. Looking down our last fjord. Looking out at the water for the final time with the sunset. Just beautiful. Here we go. Oh, see what happens when you look around? You get all thrown off because we were lined up. Now we'll slow down a little bit and keep track of our speed very carefully. Then we'll get flaps out in a moment. And we will land. One right on the Pappy. First set of flaps. A little bit of throttle to accommodate those flaps. And full flap a little early because I like to fly dirty for some reason. It comes from practicing go rounds with the 727 at the Minneapolis airport in X-Plane 11. Flying dirty was fun. Alrighty, here we go. Just like the last video, put everything between your legs. That's how we know we're doing it right. Doesn't matter the size doesn't matter. Just put everything between your legs, and then you'll land right on that landing strip. And by size, I mean size of your aircraft, size of the runway, size of the tree in our way. Oh man. Well, we have a very, very long runway. But if clearing the trees keeps us way too high and makes us go fast, we'll do a go around, come from the other side. I just chose this side because that's where the lights were. Had I known there was a tree there, or a bunch of trees, I would have gone around. So that's why it's not between my legs, because I don't want the tree between my legs. We'd hit it, so. Oh, brother. But our speed is good, though. We're nice and slow, so I can nosedive. Level off. This is not fair, you guys. Come on. Who clears these bush trips like this? Seriously, am I over the trees yet? I have to be. Okay, here we go. Don't worry, we're not going to hit the ground. Well, we are going to hit the ground. No, we're not. There we go. Oof. There we go. Flaps in, reversers, engage brakes. That's experience, folks. That's what experience gets you. Save icon. We just need to stop without a prop strike, and we'll be good. Should we taxi on our final one? What do you think? Where can we go? Looks like a sand pit. I guess we can taxi just for the final time. Flaps are in. Skis are never down. Can I taxi on the inside so I can do lights and things? I'll probably hit stuff. Anyway, I just want to know it's clear the runway. Because that's fun. Come on now, don't crash. Don't, whoa, whoa. It's speeding up and I'm not doing anything. Clear of runway, thank you.
Bravo Golf Golf Hotel Traffic Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 is clear of the runway.
Alright, let's just go over here by these other guys. And we'll shut it down. Oh boy, gaining speed. Oh, I'm scared of prop striking when I try to stop. So I have my yoke all the way back. There we go. Just come over here. Nice completion. We're gaining speed again. And here we are. Alright, we're not going to be on the line. We're going to be Rogue, Misfits, and Parking Brake. There we go. Alright, let's get this started first because it takes so dang long. And then we'll do whatever we can before it shuts us down. So all the lights and everything. Radio, now it turned off. Ignition off. And bam. There, we got faster than the faster than the thing. So we'll just sit here and wait for it to shut down. And then it'll give us our time. I don't think it'll give us our final time. I think it'll just be the time for the leg. It used to give you time for everything. Yeah, it used to give you time for everything together. But I know it's over 9 hours. So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe so you know when the next bush trips come out. And I think Formula 1 is done by the time you see this. Maybe not. Maybe there's one more race. But subscribe for that too. And subscribe for some free flights. Everything like that. Hit the like button so people know we exist. I think I'm the only person doing every single bush trip. And I'll see you next time.